Okay, guys, we're playing a Omaha high-low cash game, 10-cent quarter pot limit. I bought in for 12.50. I kind of missed a couple hands trying to get everything set up. There was only two people here, so I was actually going to leave the table, but two more people just sat down. So we're going to play for a little bit and see if we can win a couple bucks and get through the poker bonus balance. So here we go. So far, we've had some decent cards. The first hand that I played was really good, and then it came out all middle cards like 9-9 something. And this guy, number 5, has won basically every hand. And we have absolutely nothing again. I mean, this number 5 guy must have won something. Maximum you can buy in is 25, so I imagine he probably bought in for like 750 is the normal buy-in unless you enter in something different. You can't really pick a table. It's just like sit down, and they don't give you any stats on the table, like what percentage people are calling on the flop and all this other stuff. Number 5 has won every single pot so far. Nobody on the table has won in one pot. Not even a half a pot. Nothing. I add 250 here, so our total is $15 that we're buying in for. If we lose that, we're done. So hopefully we don't. That's about the maximum amount that I want to risk here. Hopefully we get to play for a little bit. We got to get a hand sooner or later. All right, we have somewhat of a decent hand. I think I'll just raise it to 50 cents. It's pretty conservative. I don't want this table to get super wild. And we're under the gun too, so it's not a bad flop, but it's not a good one either. All we have is, we can only maybe win half the pot, so let's just bet 50 cents again. And let's bet 75 cents. I'm going to check it here. This guy definitely has a flush. Wow. Okay, let's call. Nice. We won half the pot there. That was an easy read on that one. It doesn't show his cards. I thought maybe it would show us what he had. Number 5, like what he was. I know he probably had a low, is my guess, or he had like a baby flush. I'm not sure. I mean, I did have the ace of clubs. Yeah, sure. Well, let's call a quarter here. Why not? Not for $1.25. No thanks. Two new people came in, so now they're gonna try to like fire it up maybe. Here he goes again, raising it up. I kind of liked the table before. It was nice and conservative. Now this guy's ramming it in. He wants to win big or go home. Whereas I don't mind if the rake gets us a little bit because we're trying to get the poker balance going. You know, the rake back. This number 5 guy seems like he's a pretty high roller. He's just gonna call you down. So if we can get a hand against number 5, I think we're gonna get paid off. We don't really have anything. I mean, if the ace was suited, I'd probably call here, but ace 7, I mean, there's no low there. The 7 doesn't connect with anything. So it's like, the 7 is pretty much like a dead card. We got king 7 of diamonds, but that doesn't mean that somebody can have the ace of diamonds with something. So let's fold. I've seen it before where the flop comes out and 3 people hit a set. The guy, I mean, number 5 is just a real donkey. Now he's gone, unfortunately. He had basically nothing. He had 9-6 of hearts, or 9 something of hearts, 9-3 of hearts. The other guy had ace deuce of hearts. I mean, he's got the low and the high. I mean, yeah, he could have had the straight flush, but he didn't. I mean, he's calling with 9-9-2-3. I mean, that's the biggest garbage hand in the world. My hand, this ace king jack 7 was a better hand than that. I mean, come back. Come back, number 5. Please come back. And the good thing and the bad thing about this site is that you don't know who number 5 was, so now you can't figure out like, oh, he's sitting down again, you know, or and say like, oh, I'm gonna play with him now, you know. It's kind of like the good and the bad with this site. So we might be leaving this table soon because we got this guy with the big stack that's probably gonna push his stack around and just get out with like winning 51 cents. Because now this guy's probably a pretty good player from what I've seen so far, and we're not really getting any good cards to, so I'm going to sit out the next big blind, and we're going to just end this. We'll play a tournament probably next. We took a shot. I just don't like this guy sitting with 50 bucks here, and we're trying to, you know, they could just wipe us out in one hand. Get unlucky. And this guy over here too. Before it was like we could wipe out someone else with the, because we had 15 and they had 750. That's okay by me, losing 750 in one hand, but we can give this one a call. Why not? We got a little extra to call with. Okay, that's not bad. And that guy leads out. So, does he have a deuce as well? He very well could. Let's just call. He could have a flush draw or he could have a low draw. Well, I think we're going to have to raise here. Let's make it $1.25. And he calls. Okay, so now we have a full house. We have no low. Let's hope that they don't. Well, if they had a deuce ace, I'm sure they would have raised. So he bets out. He's got the low, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to call. Oh, yeah, of course. He hits the 4 on the end to make a bigger full house. See, that's what I'm saying, is that this guy, he doesn't even care because he's up so much now that he doesn't care. I mean, this is dumb. This is a dumb call. Hits a 1-outer against us. He has 3-4. Like I said, he was probably trying for the low, and he hits the 4 for us to fill up, and he fills up too. You know, he hits that 1-outer. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't really want to stay at the table. Now we're down like $2.25. No big deal really. But yeah, that's. I mean, I understand why he called. It's not a bad call, but still, it really sucks that we fill up with the only one card that we can lose the whole entire thing with is a 4, and that's the card that comes. That's how unlucky sometimes I get with this online Omaha low for some reason. I got stories for you, but I'm not going to go through it now. Okay, well this is a pretty bad hand. We got 3 clubs, basically all middle cards. Middle cards basically are no good in this game. He raised, so we can't really play this. I'm going to fold this. All right, this isn't a very good hand, but we'll see what happens. Call a quarter. If we get whittled down to like $10, we're gonna call it a day. So we'll be down $5. Not a big deal really, but at least we got to play a little bit. Oh, here we go. We hit it. We hit the 8. We hit 3 8s again. For some reason, it likes to give us those trips. Let's bet 75. Yeah, 75 cents. Why not? Let's see how many people are gonna call on this. Yeah, that guy's going to call, of course. Why not? He's going to, he's probably got absolutely nothing. So, we got ace-6. Let's go for it. Bet like 210. So he doesn't get there. Make him put some money in the pot. Okay, that's great. So now he didn't get the low flush or something like that. So I'm gonna make him put some money in. I don't care if I win or lose, but I'm gonna play aggressively against that guy if he wants to keep calling like that. And if he takes us for the $15, then he takes us. That's gambling and poker for you. All right, finally we've finally got a decent hand here. Let's see what happens. Okay, a raise. So definitely we're going to call it 50 cents. I think that's all we're going to do is call the 50 cents. Of course, we have the ace of spades, but nothing to go with it. We definitely got the good low draw, but we have no high. Could only win half the pot, but with 4 players in there, I think it's worth a call, definitely. And the 6 comes. Now if we hit a 5, we can hit a full house, or we can get the low. So obviously we're going to check, see what they bet this time, and we'll make our decision if we're going to call or not. Hopefully he checks. That would be nice. Oh, he bets $5.51. I mean, that 6 really helped him. We can't continue here. There's no way. Yeah, because everybody else will probably fold and it'll just probably be like heads up. So unfortunately we have to fold. It was a good fold. No low came and we had no high. So let's see what they had. I mean, this guy number 2 is pretty wild. He's kind of like that number 5 guy, just basically calling on everything. And he calls again. He had 6-10, 6-7. So he had every card on he had every card up there. Okay, number 2's just giving his money away. That 95 cents call in the turn was definitely the right call. I pretty much knew that, you know, there's going to be 4 players in, so you're trying to win 50% of the pot. You got 4 players in. You know, that's the right odds on that particular play. All right, here's a nice hand. Pretty decent. It's not the best, but I think we're going to have to raise it up. We'll go 75 cents. We're just going to check it. Straight's out there. Probably maybe there could be a better low out there. There comes the 6 again on the turn. There's still no low. We have a flush draw now. I think we should probably bet something. We'll bet $1.93. Like this guy like automatically calls every single time. It's number 2. It's like on insta call. Okay, we hit the flush and we have the low. Well, at least we think we have the flush, a good flush, and we think we have the low. We could lose on both sides of this, but we're just gonna call, see what happens. I mean, they could have a full house as well. Okay, well we won on the flush side, but we lost the low. We had ace deuce for the low. Okay, no problem. Here we got pair of aces. The 9 doesn't really help. It basically is a dead card, but I'll call it 25 cents to see the flop. Maybe we can hit another flush. Or maybe like the deuce 3 will come out, giving us a better opportunity to hit a straight and the low. Okay, opposite of what we really wanted, so this hand is pretty much garbage. Well, this isn't too bad of a hand. Queen, queen, jack 9, it's all high. So I bet you we'll come all low this time. So let's give it a call. Let's see what happens. It seems to be going that way for us today. We have all high, it comes all low, it comes all low, it comes all high. Well, with all these people in, what the heck, let's call. What do we have to lose, really? Alright, it's really not too bad. I've seen worse. We've got a pair of 9s. We do have the hearts. Not great. I mean, we could hit we have straight possibilities that we can fill in. So let's see what happens here. And a deuce. That doesn't help us at all. A 10 would be really nice. A queen would be nice. 50 cents, I'll call 50 cents. And it pairs the board again. Okay. It's pairing the board quite often. A lot more. You know, it's a... Oh, wow, look at that. We won with the queens. Holy cow, I never expected that. Wow, we got a really good hand here, too. We're going to have to raise this one. We're going to go max. Max raise. These two guys with the big stacks over here love the call. I mean, if they don't figure out that I have aces, I don't know what's wrong with them. We're going to go, we don't have the ace of diamonds. We don't have the deuce, but we have ace 5, and we got aces. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to bet the pot. Get these guys out. If they call a raise, I'll go all in. I don't care. I mean, we could still hit the deuce. Still got possibilities here. Okay, that's nice. I'm glad they folded. That was great. Okay, here we go. We're getting some good hands here. Um, I'm not going to raise on this hand. We're under the gun. Okay, this guy raised. We're definitely going to call. Okay, we hit a pair of tens with we'd have to go runner low or runner flush, and you can have it. It's like the perfect card, the three of clubs. Oh, that would have really screwed us over on that ace on the river. So we're up like $2.15. Woohoo! Here we hit the nut flush. So let's bet like 75 cents here. And we got two callers for some reason or another. Probably because they're trying for the low. We'll bet $1.50. If I can get, well, if I can get it, and just bet $1.52, whatever. And he called. Okay, the low comes. So let's put them all in, $2.47. He calls. And we win the whole pot. Okay. We're searching for a 9 here. We have no low. The only thing we can get is a 9 and not a club. We were in the big blind here. I think we're going to call a quarter here. I mean, we basically have all high. Not the greatest hand in the world, but we do have the spades. And we hit two pair. Definitely call a quarter here. Okay, that's not a good card. Now clubs can beat us. 3-5 can beat us. You know, there's other straight possibilities out there like 5-6. You know, can hit a 7, can hit a club. There's so many possibilities that you can lose on. And we only have ace-8, so I'm going to fold. We can give it a call for a quarter here, see if we can hit something. It's not the greatest hand in the world, but ooh, $1.50, I don't think so. This is basically going to be our last round anyway. So let me sit out next big blind. Unless we hit something here, we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, we're gonna call here. I mean, we don't have an ace with anything, but just gonna call last couple hands, see if we can try to hit something. Got one more hand left if we don't hit something. Okay, we hit top pair again. Ace-4 is really not the greatest. Flush is out there. Don't really know why I called. Just to have some fun, I guess. I don't know. So we can't really continue. I don't know. This is kind of dumb. Wasted a quarter, I think. Okay. Ooh, wow. Look at this hand. We're definitely going to call a quarter here. It's not the greatest hand in the world because you're drawn to like no low coming out, all high cards, or an ace or a jack coming out, and it's all low cards. Like, what did I say? So now the hand's pretty much garbage. You're trying to draw out against a low, you're trying to draw out against a flush, and you only have a pair of aces. You know, the board pairs, they could also have 3 of a kind. I mean, it's absolutely garbage now. But it's worth a shot to give it a call. So that was our last hand, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed our Omaha high-low cash game session. We won $5.98 on this particular session, and we played it basically for the rake back. Pretty much only reason. Instead of playing a tournament, thought I'd mix it up a little bit.